welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be making another short video showing you guys how to bench test an oxygen sensor. As many of you guys know, there's a lot of different types of sensors out there. These are voltage producing sensors. They're used to measure the amount of oxygen in the air, or in other words, they're used to measure the exhaust fumes coming out of your engine as combustion happens. This produces a voltage based on those readings, and this gets sent back to your ECU, where your ECU can fix the air and fuel mixture. Alright guys, so we have one wire sensors, which is going to be your signal wire. This one wire sensor is grounded through your exhaust and chassis. We have a two wire sensor. This sensor has one wire for your signal and another wire for your ground. We have a three wire sensor. This three wire sensor has a heater element inside that helps it get to operating temperature faster, which is about 600 degrees Fahrenheit. Once the sensor reaches this temperature, it will start producing voltage. Now this also applies to your four wire sensors. Once they get to this temperature, they will start sending information back to your ECU so that your ECU can fix the air and fuel mixture to help your car run better and smoother. Now this four wire sensor has one wire for signal, has one wire for ground, and two for your heater inside your sensor. So now that we have talked about the different types of sensors and their wiring, let's go ahead and get testing. Alright guys, first we're going to start by doing a resistance test on our internal heater of our sensor. And we're going to be making sure that it's within specs. We're going to start by identifying our heater wires. On most of our sensors, you're going to have two black wires, two white wires. And in this sensor that we're using is going to be two brown wires. So to do this test, we're going to be needing a multimeter. My multimeter is self-ranging, so I don't have to adjust the settings or anything. But if you don't have a self-ranging one, you're going to want to set it to read about 200 ohms, because the readings you're getting are going to be around 200 ohms or below. So to do this test, we're going to first put one lead in one of our heater wires and our other lead into our other heater wire. And as you can see, we're reading about 6 ohms, 5.9 ohms. So I don't know the specs for this sensor, just because this is just to show you guys how to test it. If you wanted to know the exact specs for it, you would have to go on either a manual or go on ALLDATA or Mitchell to find out the exact specs. Alright, so for this test, we're going to see if the sensor can produce voltage. Since it won't produce any voltage unless it gets to about 600 degrees Fahrenheit, we're going to be heating it up using this propane torch right here. So just a note, the hotter the sensor gets, the less oxygen, so the higher the voltage is going to be. So we want to be getting close to about 1 volt. And as soon as we remove the heat from the sensor, we want to see it dropping down quickly. For this, we're going to be using our meter. We're going to be setting it to volt DC. This is a self-ranging meter, so it's going to set itself. If you don't, you want to set your meter to about 2 volts. So as you can see right here, one lead, the red one, is going to go to your signal wire, which in this sensor is the purple wire. And your negative lead, your black lead, is your ground. So that one, you're going to have to connect it to a ground and ground the sensor. As you can see, I'm using a jumper to do this right here. Guys, right here we're heating up the sensor. We want to see the voltage go up to at least 1 volt or a little bit less than a volt. We're already past the halfway mark. You can see we are about 600 millivolts, close to 700 millivolts. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the heat from the sensor, and as soon as we see it, we remove it. We want to see the voltage go down quickly. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Alright, so as you can see, it took a little bit longer than expected. Let's try that again. Alright, so there it goes up again. So we're right there, pretty close to a bolt. So now when we remove it, it should go down quickly again. 1, 2, 3. So as you can tell, it's not the best results. Should have gone down. It should have gone down quicker than what it did. Now this is not the best way to test an O2 sensor, but this is one of the ways that you can do it. If you wanted to do it in a better way, you would need to get a graphing scanner, set it to read the response time of the O2 sensor, because it's supposed to go down within a certain time frame. But this is just one way that will show you how to test an oxygen sensor. Alright, this is all for now. I hope this video helped some of you guys out there. If you like the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also turn on your post notifications as I'll be posting more videos like this and different ones on my channel. With all that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.